the human mind, a fortress of thoughts, emotions, and secrets. Since time immemorial, we have guarded its inner sanctum, cherishing the privacy of our thoughts. Yet, the allure of peering into another's mind, of unlocking their hidden truths, has captivated us for just as long. Imagine a world where thoughts flow freely, unburdened by the constraints of language, where intentions are laid bare and deception becomes a relic of the past. This is the seductive promise of mind reading, a power that has both fascinated and terrified humanity for centuries. But what if this age-old yearning became a reality? What if the whispers of our minds were no longer our own? The implications are staggering, touching every facet of our lives, from the deeply personal to the broadly societal. Relationships, trust, privacy, all would be irrevocably altered. The very fabric of our social contract would be rewritten. This essay explores the profound implications of mind reading, delving into its historical roots, its potential scientific basis, and the ethical and societal upheavals it would unleash. It is a journey into a future where transparency reigns supreme, and the thoughts we hold most dear are no longer shielded from the world. Prepare yourself, for the mind, once an impenetrable sanctuary, may soon be laid bare for all to see. The yearning to know another's thoughts is not new. This desire has been a part of human nature for millennia, driving us to seek deeper connections and understanding with those around us. Ancient myths are replete with tales of gods and seers who possessed the ability to read minds. These stories often depicted such powers as divine gifts, bestowed upon a select few who could bridge the gap between the mortal and the divine. The Oracle of Delphi, channeling the wisdom of Apollo, held the fate of empires in her pronouncements, believed to be gleaned from the minds of mortals and gods alike. Her words were considered sacred, and leaders from far and wide sought her counsel, hoping to gain insight into the thoughts and intentions of their rivals and allies. In Norse mythology, Odin, the Allfather, sacrificed an eye for a drink from the Well of Erd, granting him knowledge of all things, including the thoughts of men. This sacrifice symbolized the immense value placed on understanding and wisdom, even at great personal cost. These ancient tales reflect a deep-seated human desire for understanding and control, a yearning to unravel the mysteries of the human mind. This quest for knowledge has driven countless endeavors, from philosophical inquiries to scientific explorations. This fascination has echoed through the ages, finding expression in literature and art. Writers and artists have long been captivated by the idea of peering into the minds of others, exploring the complexities of human thought and emotion. Shakespeare's plays are rife with characters grappling with the consequences of hidden thoughts and desires, from Iago's manipulative whispers in Othello to Lady Macbeth's ambition consuming her very soul. These timeless works delve into the human psyche, revealing the power and peril of our innermost thoughts. Modern science fiction has taken this fascination a step further, envisioning worlds where telepathy is a reality. These stories often explore the ethical and societal implications of such abilities, questioning how our world would change if we could truly read each other's minds. Professor X, the wheelchair-bound leader of the X-Men, embodies both the promise and peril of this power. His telepathic abilities allow him to connect with others on a profound level, fostering understanding and unity among mutants. His Cerebro, a device amplifying his telepathic abilities, allows him to locate and communicate with other mutants, fostering understanding and unity. However, this power also comes with significant risks, as it exposes him to the darkest corners of the human psyche, a constant reminder of the burden of knowing too much. Yet it also exposes him to the darkest corners of the human psyche, a constant reminder of the burden of knowing too much. The potential for misuse and the ethical dilemmas posed by such technology are recurring themes in these narratives. From ancient myths to modern narratives, the allure and terror of mind reading continue to captivate our collective imagination, urging us to contemplate its implications should it ever become a reality. As we stand on the brink of new technological advancements, the age-old dream of reading minds may soon move from the realm of fiction to reality, challenging us to navigate the profound consequences that come with such power. For centuries, mind reading remained firmly in the realm of myth and speculation. The idea of peering into another person's thoughts was a concept reserved for science fiction and fantasy, a tantalizing but unattainable dream. However, recent advancements in neuroscience and technology have brought us closer than ever to unlocking the secrets of the human brain. These breakthroughs are not just incremental, they represent a paradigm shift in our understanding of how the brain functions and how we might one day decode its complex signals. While true telepathy, the direct transmission of thoughts from one mind to another, remains elusive, scientists are making significant strides in deciphering brain activity and translating it into understandable outputs. This involves not just capturing the electrical impulses of the brain, but also interpreting them in a way that makes sense to us. Brain-computer interfaces, BCIs, represent one of the most promising avenues for achieving this goal. These interfaces act as a bridge between the human brain and external devices, allowing for a two-way flow of information. These devices, often implanted directly into the brain or worn as headsets, can detect and interpret electrical signals generated by our neurons. The precision with which these signals can be captured and analyzed has improved dramatically, opening up new possibilities for communication and control. Early BCIs have already enabled paralyzed individuals to control prosthetic limbs and communicate basic thoughts by translating brain activity into computer commands. This has been a life-changing development for many, offering a new level of independence and interaction with the world. Moreover, advancements in artificial intelligence, AI, are playing a crucial role in deciphering the complex language of the brain. AI algorithms can process vast amounts of data far more quickly and accurately than humans ever could. Machine learning algorithms, trained on vast datasets of brain activity and corresponding thoughts or actions, are becoming increasingly adept at recognizing patterns and making predictions about mental states. These algorithms can learn from each new piece of data, continually improving their accuracy and reliability. Researchers have used AI to decode brain signals associated with specific images, words, and even dreams, reconstructing them with remarkable accuracy. This has opened up new avenues for understanding how we think and how our brains process information. While these developments are still in their infancy, they offer a tantalizing glimpse into a future where our thoughts may no longer be our own. The potential applications of this technology are vast, ranging from medical diagnostics to new forms of communication. As science continues its relentless march into the uncharted territories of the human mind, the ethical and societal implications of these breakthroughs demand careful consideration. Questions about privacy, consent, and the potential for misuse must be addressed as we move forward. Imagine a world where every fleeting thought, every hidden desire is laid bare. This is the double-edged sword of mind reading, a world of radical transparency where intimacy reaches unimaginable depths, but privacy, as we know it, ceases to exist. On the one hand, mind reading could usher in an era of unprecedented understanding and connection. Imagine knowing, with absolute certainty, the thoughts and feelings of your loved ones. Misunderstandings could be resolved before they escalate, empathy could flourish, and relationships could be built on a foundation of shared consciousness. However, this transparency comes at a steep price. The very essence of our individuality is rooted in the privacy of our thoughts. The freedom to think freely, to harbor secret desires, to disagree without fear of reprisal. These are the cornerstones of our autonomy. In a world where minds are an open book, these freedoms are extinguished. Furthermore, the potential for betrayal and manipulation becomes immense. Imagine a world where your partner can access your deepest insecurities, where employers can sift through your thoughts for signs of dissent, where governments can monitor your every doubt and question. In such a world, trust becomes a fragile and elusive commodity, and the very foundations of our social fabric begin to crumble. The promise of intimacy, then, is forever intertwined with the peril of exposure. The advent of mind reading would necessitate a fundamental reimagining of our social contract, reshaping the very fabric of our society in ways we can scarcely imagine today. The unwritten rules that govern our interactions and relationships would be upended. The very notions of privacy, consent, and autonomy would require re-evaluation in a world where our thoughts are no longer our own. Legally, the implications are staggering. Existing laws regarding privacy, freedom of thought, and self-incrimination would be rendered woefully inadequate. New legal frameworks would be needed to define the boundaries of mental privacy, ensuring that our innermost thoughts remain protected. We would need to regulate the use of mind-reading technologies, establishing clear guidelines and restrictions to prevent misuse and abuse. Protecting individuals from mental intrusion and manipulation would become paramount. Socially, the norms that govern our interactions would be upended. How would we communicate if our true thoughts were always on display? Would politeness become obsolete, or would it evolve into a complex dance of mental masking and deception? The very nature of honesty, trust, and deception would be redefined in a world where the mind is no longer a sanctuary for our most private thoughts. The ethical dilemmas are equally profound. Should parents be allowed to access their children's thoughts, even if it means robbing them of their privacy? Can we justify using mind reading for law enforcement purposes, even if it means sacrificing the presumption of innocence? These are just a few of the thorny ethical questions that would need to be addressed in a world where the boundaries of the mind are blurred. The implications extend to every facet of our lives. In the workplace, employers might seek to monitor the thoughts of their employees, raising questions about mental autonomy and the right to private thought. In education, teachers could potentially access the minds of their students, altering the dynamics of learning and personal development. The potential for misuse in political and social contexts is immense, with leaders and influencers possibly exploiting mind-reading technologies to manipulate public opinion and control dissent. The ethical landscape of a mind-reading age is fraught with challenges, requiring us to carefully consider the balance between technological advancement and the preservation of fundamental human rights. As we stand on the brink of this new frontier, it is crucial to engage in thoughtful discourse and proactive policy making to navigate the complexities of a world where the mind is no longer a private domain.